Well, hey guys, it's me again. Yeah, I'm back, like after a couple of minutes, and well, something happened in the last live video. When I actually ended the game, uh, I had to go and take a shit, like a normal person would do. You know, taking a shit is important. Like you gotta get rid of the bad shit that's inside. Yeah. So, technically, what I'm trying to say is, when I left, the live ended. Even though I, I live streamed for an hour, it only registered 27 minutes of the live. So, in order to fix that, I don't know if that will work ever again, or if it does, then good for that. But just this is like an insurance. I already played the first part. But you know what? We unlocked the second part, and just because I can do whatever I want with my channel, we'll go and play the first part again. And as soon as we're done with that, we'll play part 2, and 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 that's when I'll be like, you know what, that's enough for today. So let's begin with part 1. Knowing what happens, I know there is no music. Oh, oh, there is music. Oh, there was music. So there was something happened during the live. Ah, I get it. I get it. That was some harmonious. So there was music! Yes, something did actually happen when I was playing the last time. Dude, okay, now we're gonna have some fun. And the music is so different. Oh, dude, yes! Okay, and I don't care if I played it already. Fuck it, I'ma play it again. Oh, fuck yes! Okay, everyone, the literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? Ugh. I miss debate club. Who knew it'd be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica is the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over their club interests. I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them a vision. But what kind of vision? Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioning is soothing. Hello? It's Sayori, guys. It's freaking Sayori! Oh, yeah! Oh my god, the music! Oh, I'm in love. I am in love with this game. Oh. So something did happen. I'm glad I took a shit. So, we ended the first bit of the actual game and now we're playing side stories. And I've never been this excited ever. But for now, let's continue with the side story. Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I never do this. Is this the napping club? No, this is. Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is. In fact, the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional of me to do that. Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh, did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that, this is everybody. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president. Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really hard on this club. Oh my god, I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening not to be taken seriously, you know. I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few members, at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah! It sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica! Hey, hey, Monica! Hey, Monica! Hey, hey, Monica! Hey, Monica! For those who don't know the song, what the hell are you doing? No, watch this song. Listen to this song on PewDiePie's channel. Yes, I'm plugging in PewDiePie's channel, like small freaking YouTuber plugging a YouTuber that has over 150 million subscribers, or 14, I don't actually remember. Whatever, fuck it. That's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So, what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. Sayori suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, then let's go. This is what made me sad last time. Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Dude, I really need a hug. Dude, I'm so lonely. Fuck it. Besides, Sayori whispers loudly, hug is energy what keeps me at my best. Hug energy, huh? Monica laughs. Although Sayori is different from her, Monica feels her spirit's lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited! I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too. It's not finished yet, guys. We still have more. A day passes, and the time comes for the literature club, Monica and Sayori, to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room. But she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining. No, that can be. She was so excited yesterday. But I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry, I'm late. I'm here. It's okay. Welcome back. And Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet onto Monica's desk. Oh, what's this? A poem! And I'ma read this poem again. Take my hand. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me, while I look up to you. I'm yawning all over again, The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand. Take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Beatles wala gana yaad hai meri jaan. Take my hand. Oh God, I don't know how to sing, okay? But it's a song. Take my hand. Nee, hold my hand. Hold my hand. Was it Take My Hand or Hold My Hand? It was a song from the Beatles, okay? Just listen to it. It's a good song. Oh. Hey, this is actually really good. You wrote this, right, Sayori? Of course. Wait, no, that was the wrong side of the paper. No. Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed. Monica flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good at it as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week after I write it. Like, I always read it again a week after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. And damn, dude, I can wholeheartedly relate to that. I can completely understand where you're coming from, Monica, because I write too, believe it or not. Yes, Hopi is a writer. I'm a poet, believe it or not. So yes, look, I'll explain. If I'm writing something like at the spot and I finish writing a poem, I reread it and I'm like, yeah, it's okay, it's good. I post it on Insta or anywhere else. After a couple of days, not even weeks, some days, I read it again and I'm like, "Bhancho, ye kitna lan hai?" Like, and I'm being really honest. But anyway, let's just continue with the game. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree. Oh, why am I yawning? With the person I want myself to be, or something like that. Aw, you should be more confident in yourself. You're the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? Like sharing points would be right. And stuff like that. Oh, yeah! I would love that! It's such a good way to learn about other people. It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident. Me too! I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show more of them in the future. I love that. Oh jeez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brain stormed so hard! It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster. Sorry, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes. I was hungry, but it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, we will have the chance to give people cupcakes. When would we have the chance to give people cupcakes? Like when they come into the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers? I'm kind of worried that we will bring in the wrong kinds of people. Wrong kinds. We will just come for the cupcakes and then leave. Aw, nobody would do that. That would be mean. But I want to find people who are really, really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see. The next thing on the list is hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, like in the morning or during lunch. And we tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they're just reading for fun? Well, we could ask them, but we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them on the wall. I'd definitely like starting. I'd definitely. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like start doing that. I'm useful. I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What would we tell people when I'm handing them out? I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. What if we told them about the club activities and stuff? What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori, pretend you're a noble person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of a literature club? Probably like, literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club instead. What the heck? Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine. That friend is me. Okay, what if I said we do a group reading and discuss it together? I would probably not do that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We really need to catch their interests, Ugh. Allow me to yawn. Why is this so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Express yourself in ways you can't normally do. when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate. Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We could be like, express your true self. Be intimate with us. Okay, that's kind of. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh! What is it? I forgot all my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rushed, but where? Never mind. Do you want to go and get your stuff? I'll forget it if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay. It'll only take a second. Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Wow, that's so lame. Monica! Oh, you startled me. Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Reading a book, you say? Let's hurry and recruit her. Wait. Are you sure she's just not doing homework? Wait, guys. Bro, I'm not actually even tired. मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं है ऐसा आज यार. I could tell she was really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom with Sayori leading the way. This way! You don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper. See? In here. Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there is a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president. I would probably scare her anyway. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Look at them, yeah, they're so... Monica takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom. That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What happened? Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out. That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the classroom. Sayori feeling rather accomplished and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Why my throat is hella dry. I want to drink something. Wait, guys. Should I drink 7-Up or Pepsi? No, I'll drink some Pepsi. Let me turn off the AC for a while. Okay, wait a second. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that again. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list, and with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two end up in a bare spot from where they began. Ugh. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get new members. Hey, what's this? Sayori peers at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club. Right the way into your heart. That's so cute! I thought it was a little over dramatic. But Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. So I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of it deviating from that. The vision. What's the vision? It's... Monica pauses. Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her finger against the sheet of the paper. Write the way into your heart. I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself the best, of course. But I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sayori's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever. Sayori nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner, and the only movement is the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn. Oh yeah, see, Sayori and I are alike, yeah. Time to go home? You tell me, you're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too! Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go on ahead, I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright, I just want some time alone. In that case, Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck! Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the club room. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed right about now. The club I need the most. I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that, because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be perfect. Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. Okay, guys, this poem is actually really deep, and it's really sad if you actually get what the poem is about. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck every day. Pluck, 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 so pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're going to die. And you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland, the fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I've decided I must become the flower. What the? Wait, Sayori? And that was part one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. Now we go to part two. Yep. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with the plan for today's club tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. I'm so stupid. How do I let myself be the center of attention? Sayori's going through these kind of feelings and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? The whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all by myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sayori responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters a realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're wondering about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday, it was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things. But as unfair as it is for Monica to pry, It is also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friends. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespect your privacy. No, I don't blame for you looking. You would at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry. And I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the Literature Club. It's a place where where people can express themselves in ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. We ride the way into your heart or whatever. So I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayori smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment? It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I wanted to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know. There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I just need like some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kinda just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're going to have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can't just start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down and then make it sound pretty later. It's like it's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what it's actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper and starts writing on. Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot. I'm just kidding. Mona scribbles out "you idiot" after she writes it down. No, keep it. Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? But be as dramatic as you want. But I was just... Well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites "you idiot." She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote that down, but I'm mad at myself and I told the exact thing anyway. This is really going to take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks. I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course. Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quiet. It's surprising quite a struggle to write down without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively. peppered with all of her random thoughts. Phew! Monica looks up and down her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it, but it's also kind of liberating. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing with you. Sayori beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it! Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply for their recruitment planning, but for their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Is that... Oh no. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one to arrive to the club room. With her is the printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with. If this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day, it's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely, common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is beginning to take form. But with that, the weight on Monica's shoulder only becomes heavier. The Debate Club was always rigid and was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with conviction. Yeah, AC on, girl. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she felt compelled to run her fingers across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Out of spite for herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica. Just move your hand. Monica writes. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. Ouch. Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Sayori approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Me too. You too? The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard on the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Uh, Sayori takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down and stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die. Sayori, this is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday. I want to. It just feels right. I mean, it's better off. It's the part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I'm scared. I trust you more than I'm scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up this courage for this. Where Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually push that Sayori needed. Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kind of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to just smile and have everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying wrong things. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same way anymore. Like, whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that, but because it used to be like that. Sayori pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring me happiness to anyone. Sayori pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be the one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this, but another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's silly. The club is the only two people, but the club is only two people, but it already means this much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart, a feeling of connection as Sayori's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward, but if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy, if you'd like. Dude. I am lost for words. Look at this. Wow. Bro, I might actually cry. I'm not going to. I gotta keep myself composed. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that all of the days that have passed, this is the one where she really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise. Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me. Okay, I was not expecting her to say that. Fuck, it made me cry, come on. She surpasses a sob as the tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything and it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me. I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away. And now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now. So she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend. Yeah. Come on, why Doki? Oh, come on. You really had to make me cry, huh? You know I'm a sensitive dude. Oh. Thank God I don't have a freaking webcam. This would be so fucking embarrassing. Monica offers a few words of comfort. But she knows, Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are the ones that don't belong. And Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do. You have so much value to me and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really, really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what brought you here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. Dude, come on! That's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. No more words are needed, yeah. The two share their embrace for a while longer. Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sayori nods. It's scary, since it's already hard to tell people. I can totally understand that, Sayori. Yeah, well, of course it will always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches. Wow, that made me tired and hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles. But I might want to go and get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of a door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Yuri? Oh no! Oh, come on! Don't edit at that! Come on! New pictures. Yeah. I wanna see. Dude. A scene from the side story trust. Look at this. Bro. That is my wallpaper. Come on! You know what to frickin' do! Come on! Music, please. Where is it? Is it this? No. My confession? No. Where is the new song? Hug energy! Yes! Hug energy! Yep! I'm gonna leave this on for a while and turn the volume up! Oh yeah. Bro, that actually made me cry. I was definitely not expecting that to happen. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in the DDLC. So I haven't gotten Natsuki's yet. I have Yuri at the moment, but not Natsuki. You gotta get her. Okay. You know what? I'll end the live at that. So I'm really happy. This made me really happy. I'm in such a good mood right now. So, without further ado, I hope all of you had a happy day, and I hope all of you live a happy life. Till next time, everyone, go tell somebody that you love them, or go and give them a hug. Till then, Allah Hafiz.